we need to talk about Clayton Kershaw being back. He is going to start tomorrow night, Thursday night, for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Which,
how about that?
Hell yeah, dude. How he looks, I think, may play a role in the Dodgers deadline. If Kershaw comes out tomorrow night and is totally butt, the Dodgers might be even more aggressive in adding a starter. I think that is going to happen no matter what, considering how many injuries they have and how much talent they have in the IL. But what Kershaw can give them the rest of the year, whether they expect him to start a postseason game, how he looks in his first start back will give us some glimpses into that.
That's the big thing. And I wrote about this a little bit as Kershaw for kind of a Dodgers second half X factor, mostly just because he's for my power rankings this week at Yahoo, which you can check out. I just wrote about, interesting second half player for every team. And I think Kershaw was going to be compelling no matter what was going on with the Dodgers. But right, when you think about, before the season and you looked at their starting pitching and it was like, man, like they're really not going to need him anytime soon. They've loaded up this rotation with guys like Glasnow, like Yamamoto, Bobby Miller. Oh man, the season he's coming off of. We got Buehler coming back. We got Gavin Stone. We got all these guys. And now suddenly it's like, Clayton, we need you, buddy. We really need you here. And I'm honestly surprised at how quickly he's come back, but it's certainly encouraging. But it's, man, it's just, we don't know, right? He could come out throwing 88 and it's not pretty. And I hope that's not the case. I think he's going to compete his ass. Yeah.
Or he could come out throwing 88 and everyone could be swinging and missing, which is the thing that Clayton Kershaw does, right?
That has been already happening.
Right. 100%. The velocity is not going to be 95. Duh, it hasn't been 95 in some time.
Yes.
To me, it is, what's the command like? How does the slider look?
Yes.
How long does he work into the game?
Yeah. And at this point, it's still trying to envision, I guess this is the simplest way to put it, trying to envision what would have to happen for him to pitch his way to start a postseason game. I still feel like that involves a lot of things going wrong for the Dodgers. If that makes sense. Do you disagree? Because maybe I'm wrong. Like I just with in theory who they have healthy and who they are going to hope to have healthy by the end of the season. I'm super curious if he can pitch his way in, or if it's just like, dude, give us your best for the rest of the regular season. We just need to get through it and win this division again, and then we'll go from there.
Who's definitely starting a game for the Dodgers in October?
Glasnow
lock if he's healthy. Gavin Stone if he's healthy. Those are the two locks for me. Yamamoto, obviously, if he's healthy, but I think there's a bigger question mark on him returning now in enough time. We don't have
a timeline on him.
We don't have a timeline.
Sure.
But I would even pencil him in just for the sake of this conversation. Yeah. That's 3. Okay, you need 4 starters. I feel better about Kershaw than Bobby Miller right now.
How can you say that? He has
because Bobby Miller. I understand, but Bobby Miller did throw a lot of pitches and was actively bad in the major leagues.
This is not a ringing endorsement of Bobby Miller. I'm just saying, like,
this is like the same conversation of having confidence in a prospect who hasn't appeared in the big leagues yet. In a way, where it's like the mystery of what we don't know. In some ways, is more comforting than the downside of what we already see.
There's other comforting things about Kershaw. I get that. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Do you really believe this is what you really believe? That Bobby Miller is more likely to start a postseason game for the Dodgers this year than Clayton Kershaw?
I don't know. I think this is really interesting. I can't believe you're saying that this is any sort of certainty. Like I'm not saying that he is. I just like, this is where it becomes fascinating. Like, what the hell's going on with Buehler? I mean, where does he fit in
Florida working out at Cressy or something?
No, he's back. He was just at Dodger Stadium the other day. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. Like, there's just it's so many strange. I mean, let's be real. Brent Honeywell is starting game 4 for the Dodgers. Okay. No, just kidding. Anyway, but Kershaw, like, there's just, no matter what happens from here, I'm glad he's back. But what happens from here is truly a truly fascinating thing because of how we got here.
I don't have expectations. It's hard for me to foresee a scenario given the options that they have right now, healthy options. The mystery box that is Clayton Kershaw feels bizarrely like a pretty good path forward for them.
That's fine. I mean, you might be right. I would like to watch him pitch a game. Okay.
I
would like to get a couple weeks in, right?
That's maybe, because you like to see things before you make conclusions, whereas I like to sit here on my desk chair and just say stuff into the ether. Before we take a quick break, though, Jordan.
Yeah.
Before we take a quick break, I guess we should just mention Mike Trout appeared in a game in the minor leagues and left with left knee discomfort. I really don't want to talk about this right now.
No, it makes me sad. It makes me sad. I hope Mike Trout plays again this year, as sad as it will be, because he'll be playing on a bad Angels team.